The Battle of Yarmouk, an introduction. Here is a photograph of the Yarmouk River Valley. The Byzantines largely ignored the Muslims until Umar conquered the great city of Damascus in 635. It was then that the emperor, Heraclius, realized this new foe or enemy must be crushed. He raised a huge army from across his empire to drive the Muslims back into Arabia. The Muslims retreated, which means went back, and regrouped on the edge of the desert, in modern-day Jordan. And then they met the Byzantine forces on the plains overlooking the Yarmouk River Valley, northeast of Jerusalem. The Battle of Yarmouk was one of the great turning points in history. The Muslim army defeated a much larger, technologically superior force through strategy and determination. Umar had appointed a great general to lead his troops against the Byzantine army, Abu Ubaidah, who was assisted by another savvy general, Khalid. This is a fictional story of General Vaughan, the leader of the Byzantine troops, and his experience through the long battle of Yarmouk. Okay, so remember it says fictionalized, so it's not real. The Battle of Yarmouk. Here's a key. So if we have a circle like this, it says Muslims. Here's Byzantines right here. Then it says Muslim Mobile Guard, Byzantine Infantry, Cavalry, Muslim Camp, first attack, second attack, and then retreat when they went back. General Vaughan was confident. The loss of territory to the newly united Arabs had been an unbearable humiliation for the Byzantine Empire. He was proud that Emperor Heraclius had given him, his greatest general, 80,000 troops to crush the new Muslim army. In the past few weeks, he had swept through Syria, and the Muslims had retreated before him. Now was his chance to end their expansion. 25,000 Muslim troops were gathered before him on the Yarmouk plains. Deep ravines with rushing waters surrounded them. There were a few ways to escape. Not that escaping should be necessary for the Byzantines. Vaughan's army was larger, more experienced, and had superior technology. There was little doubt of victory. Vaughan watched his army train. Infantrymen jogged up and down under the watch of a steely-eyed officer, holding their spears and shields aloft. In battle, they would form a perfect barrier, preventing any of the enemy from attacking the troops within. Behind them, the rest of the infantry would be sheltered, ready to throw javelins and shoot arrows at the enemy. Then there were the mighty cavalry. He could see them making crude jokes and jostling one another. Little could dent the arrogance of cavalrymen, armed with lances, long swords, and short bows. They would be the key to crushing the enemy. They would charge at the Muslim soldiers, shooting arrows as they advanced. Then they would crash into them with their battle-trained horses, scattering men left and right. Finally, there were the champions, seasoned officers and warriors. They would begin the battle by fighting duels to the death against their Muslim opponents. General Vaughan knew many would die, but those who succeeded would strike fear into the hearts of the other soldiers. The Byzantine soldiers were as diverse as the empire itself. People from Armenia, Syria, Egypt, Greece, the Balkans, and more. They were also unstoppable. At least they should be. Vaughan suppressed a twinge of doubt. His soldiers were tired after fighting the Persians for so many years. Still, Vaughan believed victory would be within reach. We are going to stop there today. Tomorrow we will read about each day of the battle. There are 6 days to read about, so we will do that tomorrow.